Bonsoir. Hitio washite. Buenos noches. Good evening. Thank you all for coming today to see the class of 2017 graduate. Before I begin, there's some people I would quickly like to thank. To my family here today, I am so lucky to have you in my life, and I can't tell you how much your unwavering love and support mean to me. Without you, I wouldn't be on this stage now. Mom and Dad, I love you more than words could ever describe, and I will always be your little boy. Dalton, you are one of the most creative, kind, and genuine people I know. You've become a truly amazing young man. I am so excited to see the spectacular things that you do. I'm so proud to call you my brother. Unfortunately, my grandfather, who I normally call my BFF, isn't able to be here today, but he's my biggest champion, and I aspire to be like him in every way. Donda, this one's for you. Ms. Rivera, Mr. Zielinski, Mr. Matsumoto, Ms. Kimberly Rodriguez, Mr. Adams, Ms. FD, Ms. Erica Rodriguez, Mr. Saller, Dr. Marion, Mr. Brown, Mr. Tabano, Ms. Stewart, Mr. Pomponio, Mr. Chacarco, Ms. McCorkadale, Mr. Giardiello, Mr. Brugman, Dino Orville and Brennan, and all the other amazing DCIS staff. You've turned me into who I am today. You've taught me empathy, kindness, curiosity, and a deep passion for education. We are all able to walk across the stage because of you. Your time, dedication, and support are truly world-class. No other school around the globe has a staff as amazing as DCIS, and you inspire students every single day to make a difference. I chose to stay at DCIS in 9th grade because of all of you, and I'm eternally grateful to call you my educators, mentors, friends, and a part of my family. As we stand here today, I'm a little conflicted. I'm excited to see the incredible things we all do and to move on to the next chapter of our lives. But at the same time, we must say goodbye to a place that many of us have called home for 7 years. There aren't many places in the world as special as DCIS. Nowhere else can students master one of 6 languages, travel the world, and develop the skills necessary to become a global citizen. Nowhere else will a teacher stay 2 hours after they're scheduled to go home to work with a student on making sure that learning didn't just mean memorizing for a test, but developing a lifelong understanding and love of knowledge. Nowhere else will you find a pickup game of basketball on a Friday afternoon in a mid-century gym comprised of calculus, chemistry, physics, and literature teachers, high school students, and exchange students from around the world. Nowhere else can an average white kid go with his Indonesian, Iraqi, Kenyan, Chinese, and Mexican friends to go buy Takis and cheese from a Vietnamese-owned grocery store. And most importantly, nowhere is comprised of such a unique community of people who don't just consider themselves a school, but a family. So, my brothers and sisters, champions of academia, masters of education, maestros of global change, I congratulate you on stepping into the great unknown. You have started political movements, staged scientific research, and gained state and national recognition for your accolades. You have traveled to 6 different continents, ranging from historic European streets to Chinese villages to conflict zones in the Middle East. You have built cars, won championships, and raised tens of thousands of dollars for charity. As I look out at our class of 2017 today, I am so honored to be able to stand next to each and every one of you. You have changed my life, and I have no doubt you will change the world. I'm by no means the most experienced person in the room, but I'd like to share with you the most important thing that I am taking away from DCIS. The amazing staff and student body of DCIS has taught me that everyone in the world, no matter what race, class, gender, or creed, has something incredible to offer. Before coming to school, I had never heard a strong, empowered Muslim woman speak on behalf of people so often misrepresented. I had never developed friendships with amazing members of the LGBTQ community and learned about their lives and fight for recognition. I had never listened to the story of, or let alone gone to school with, a first-generation immigrant who struggles every day to fight for an education just like mine. Without DCIS, I would have never learned about these people and how extraordinary they are. I've learned facts, data, and equations, but the most valuable thing I take away after 7 years is the knowledge that every single person I meet has goals, ambitions, struggles, a story worth telling, and something to contribute to our vast world. I walk away with my DCIS diploma in hand, knowing that the ability to look through the lens of another is thanks to everybody in this room. As we come across the stage and into the world, I cannot tell you how grateful I am. I'm grateful for the 150-person proms, the all-school meetings, the pickup basketball games, the advisement waffle parties, the numerous artifacts, hours, and special events, the passage presentations, and tearful senior testimonials, the language immersion days, and even having to explain to people what DCIS stands for a little more than one time. That no, we are not a new charter school, and yes, we are still a part of DPS. I'm grateful for learning another language and traveling the world with you all, for struggling and succeeding with you, and most importantly, for being able to call you my family. I'd actually like to ask the class of 2017 to please stand up. And if you would, please take the person's hand next to you. Look around and soak in this moment. These years of memories, trials and triumphs, the palpable connection of support and love that you feel right now will always be there. The bond that we share is unbreakable. And if you were to come away with one thing tonight, know that these people standing next to you want you to succeed. They believe in you and they love you. Carry this feeling in your heart, knowing that this group of people carry you in theirs. As I look out into the crowd today, I see doctors, lawyers, politicians, and economists. I see slam poets, Nobel laureates, and foreign diplomats. I see people who will stand up for what is right and give a voice to the voiceless. You are capable of fixing the injustices in our society, of helping those who can't help themselves, and most importantly, of changing the world. I want each and every one of you to know today that you are intelligent, driven, kind, beautiful, and have a story worth telling. Thank you for giving me the honor to speak to you today. Congratulations to the class of 2017. God bless and Godspeed.